is banging in Whole Foods and everywhere. Trader Joe's.
It's similar to that. It's a local like Chicago-ish one called Mariano's, but it's very similar to like Whole Foods and that shit.
Publix $5 Sushi Wednesday owns, man.
Bro, BK owns that grocery store. What the hell, man?
Did you see? I don't know if I'd ever eat sushi from him, dude. Not sure the food quality's up to par.
A couple months ago, VK tried to convince me to go to a different grocery store that was like 30 minutes from my house.
That's probably because
yeah.
He's like, oh, one more customer.
Like, he lives like 20, 25 minutes away from me, but I'm not driving that far for groceries.
Have you ever been to those places where like the sushi comes out on like a conveyor belt? You, like sit down and they all come out.
Did you stack your plate?
Seen videos
those
of that.
in America.
Yeah,
there's one in Dallas, and it's kind of cool.
I mean, the sushi is like mid as fuck, but
yeah, it is.
It's pretty good. Yeah,
but there's so much.
Yeah, you can eat a lot of sushi for pretty cheap.
We have this place around here that's all you can eat lunches for $20, but you have to pay per piece of like roll that you don't finish.
That's fucked up.
Per
That's
piece.
bizarre.
So you like
Most of the time they just do it by
finish.
like if you order a shitload and you don't eat it, like by the pound, but.
Yeah, like if you order 5 rolls and have like 3 pieces left out of the 5 rolls, you get charged for those 3 pieces, right?
There's a place by me like that that's pretty good, but unless you're like an absolute asshole about it, they don't actually charge you. Like, you have to be like a dick.
I take it as a challenge. I want to see how much I can order before the waiter or waitress just looks at me like, are you fucking serious? Alexa, you're gonna make fucking barbecue chicken nachos tomorrow night now.
That does sound good, and I do have chicken defrosted. I like making chicken franchise. It's like my favorite.
Chicken what?
Chicken franchise.
But can you still not get in ICC? The die-in?
Get in. They said they added a teleporter, like a
they
guy
did for like 10 minutes yesterday.
It's like on one layer only. It was
oh, it's funny.
Because I was like walking around the flight path area. I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? And then I just flew over there and died.
Alright, looks like switches should be on soon. And Zeusie's on the way home. See how Zeusie's doing.
I posted my $6 sushi. It doesn't look that bad.
That's a caterpillar.
Bro, I don't know about that.
It's questionable, but
Probably good.
there's so many prices on it now that I'm looking. It's $12.99 each, or 2 for $20 normally, or $6.99 late night.
That's weird.
Oh man, dude. Watching Fusion Syndagosis, oof. That fight's gonna be interesting. Or where's our Or switchy.
Go left, right, swipe, get to tonight, left, right, swipe, get tonight. May not be the boy, the beliefs, consciences.
Sushi's coming on now.
Well, it doesn't hurt. What are you guys complaining about? Ugh, look at that batching, bros.
It doesn't hurt, dude.
Bro, look where I died. I'm not in that. I got batched. Yeah, I know whose res not to accept. Alright. Let's get buffed. Yeah, Gambino wasn't feeling well. Switch was and Lustful called out last second. So can we get a mage table and start getting buffs and we can pull the trash? I think Zeusie's gonna be on very soon.
Is there a do trash angle?
Yeah, there definitely is. Probably like 20. Okay. Zusi, 20 minutes. Definitely a do trash angle, so. Let's fight these Valkyries.
Let's get the one behind us, just in case we have to run back.
guy just teleported the fucking Inoji. What the fuck, bros? Almost died from the dot. You're just moving to the left. Waiting for this debuff to fall off. Oh, okay. Okay. Some relatively slight change of plans. Let's ping.
Am I taking Kel'Seth?
Yeah, you're taking Kel'Seth and you're wearing Shadow Resist as much as possible.
For the first Powered Vortex, can we try to get some pops out as well? So Palgu will just bubble the first one, Switchy will yours. T-Bone bot me, Switchy bot chain, Palgu bot Sushi. Because it means then like, when everyone gets blasted backwards, the healers are still in place to heal the tanks.
Alright, nobody should get blasted anywhere. Alright, so with different approach. When Shock Vortex is like 3 or 4 seconds to coming, everybody spread the fuck out. Don't even DPS the boss. It doesn't matter. Like, nothing matters. The only dangerous thing in this entire fight is actually Shock Vortex. And we're just going to spread out like 3 seconds before it comes. Make sure you're big range of each other. I know you're going to cry because you lose DPS uptime. But it's just the easiest way. People won't get knocked around. It's going to clean up the fight a lot. We're just going to preemptively move and spread. And not be chaotic. And like, even casters, like, just kind of fuck off. It's not that big a deal. Whenever Valinor is not empowered, we're going to just the entire range group is just going to stack here. And then if you get the fire orb, you just run. Basically, if you get the fire orb, I don't want to say I would be 5 yards in front of me because I don't want to aggro the boss. On the flare, you just run back here so that the fireball always goes through the entire range group. That's all you have to do. There's no need to spread for any other point in the fight besides when Valinar has empowered. So I'm going to be tanking Valinar and Taladrim basically between where they're standing right now. We're going to be really respectful when Valinar is empowered. Whenever Shock Vortex is close to coming, we're just going to all spread out, play it clean, not take any damage, and then we'll DPS in those windows. Most of our damage on bosses is going to come when Keleseth and Taladrim are empowered. So, like, even if you're a caster and you're not hitting the boss, it's okay. Like, you can just, like, when the Powered Shock Vortex comes, you know, just, like, blink out, or you guys can drop your circles far in the back and just get the fuck out. Same thing's gonna happen. Same thing's gonna happen for melee. Just, like, 3 or 4 seconds before it comes, just spread out and playing it real safe. It's literally the only dangerous thing in the fight. Like, Fizzy, do you know what you're doing on Keleseth?
I'm taunting the orbs in, and I'm supposed to get 5 or 6?
Yeah, you just get as many orbs as you want. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You just want to make sure your debuff never falls off.
Okay.
And then you use cooldowns when your dude gets empowered. You can probably use, like, Barkskin at the start just to help, because you won't have any, like, resistance stacks, but you should take substantially less damage than
Are orbs
Serenade.
being killed, or am I just tanking the orbs the entire time?
You're just tanking the orbs. They shouldn't be getting killed.
Okay.
They're not super weak. You can just, like, swipe them a little bit to make sure you keep the red on them.
Yeah.
But basically, you're just face tanking Keleseth.
The orbs don't have a threat table. They go after the person that last hit them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can just kind of swipe them and do your thing. As we direct damage, so they won't really go away. But and then you just try to pull it back to, like, here.
Sure, but still on the platform, right?
No. You pull the boss back to, like,
Okay.
that area. It will just help for ranged healing when they're spreading out, pretty much.
Yes.
So Rangers stacking on this flare right in front of us, roughly.
Yeah, whenever Valinar is not empowered.
Okay. The other two don't matter.
The other two do. Basically, it helps for the other mechanics. Keleseth has no mechanics besides he just hits the tank hard, which is gonna be Fizzy, who's gonna take. He'll take a lot of damage, but he'll be fine. And Taladrim just shoots that fireball, and if you get the fireball, you just run to the back of the room. Like, you see how no matter what happens, you need to be on an angle between Taladrim and the raid, so the fireball goes through the raid, right? So, like, if it picks you and you're standing on the smoke, you just move backwards so you're over here, so that there's a direct line, so the fireball passes through every person. It does 10% less damage per person that it hits. So, you know, if you run it through 8 people, it's fine.
They enrage in a specific order, or is it random?
It cannot. Yes, basically, once it goes in an order. So, like, once it's Valinar, it's gonna. We don't know whether it's gonna be Taladrim or Keleseth second, right? But once it's, like, Taladrim second, you know it's gonna be Keleseth third, then Valinar first. For example, it goes in the same order once one is established. It's just always Valinar first, but whatever one is second, the order changes.
Okay.
Wasn't Fizzy kind of tanking where number 3 is on that diagram?
If Fizzy is now tanking Keleseth, I'm taking the other two.
Okay.
And he's not tanking it there now. He's tanking it, like, off the platform, off the stairs.
Yeah, Fizzy's taking it on the flare to the left. It's just to help him with, like, range issues when casters are spreading out and stuff like that. It also gives... I don't want any casters to be on the left side of this flare. because it will give, for example, it depends on the order, right? If it goes Taladrim second, Kelliseth third, what's going to happen is it's going to be Valinar next, and there's probably going to be a Shock Vortex shortly after he's empowered. So you want to do it like this so that melee have the entire like upper area to be on.
Bungo, you're gonna be, you're number 6 on the picture, right? So like nobody can go there.
Let me look at the picture for this. Number 6.
Like, are you taking him like in the middle?
I'm taking it basically in the middle of where the two bosses are pictured. On council. Let's see. What is that website called? Right. Fuck, I don't remember what that add-on is called. I mean, what that website is called that I used. Oh well. Yeah, so I'll tank the bosses basically like here. Alright, we can do pulls. We have our healers and everything, so it's not going to be any issue. Just be aware I'm going to get, like, train wrecked really hard, tanking both of them. But it concentrates the damage a lot more on 2 people instead of it being spread, and it'll mean that he takes a lot less damage in general. What's your shadow resist at?
245. Thanks, I didn't have that.
Yeah.
295.
Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, I see what you numbered. Yeah. So I'll be somewhere between, probably like between 3 and 6. I will honestly probably get moved around a little bit. So the melee all have their numbers. They're comfortable. Look on the assignment sheet. There's like a number for each person to just spread out. We have a lot of melee, so we have to be really respectful when Empowered Shock Vortex is coming.
And I think it's been said before, but like, our goal at the moment is just to survive for a while in the fight, so don't be afraid to just fuck off an AFK. If it means staying alive, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, there's no element of this fight that's a race. So, like, just accept that there's going to be downtime. That's how the fight's designed. Like, no rush. Just let's try to survive, not die. And yeah, we can go ahead and pull, and we'll get to it probably relatively shortly. Remember putting your pets on the orbs, make sure they don't hit the ground. Watching out for them. Troy kind of on the right. And Skrunk on the left. Casters, you can go ahead and spread out around the room a little bit.
also just for
pulled.
casters' consideration,
It's
Um,
RP. It'll pull in 20 seconds. So. Or, I mean, we'll run up and pull it. So.
melee will be kind of at the bottom of the steps during Empowered Shock Vortex, so, you know, don't be standing right at the bottom of the steps. Or if you are, you know, just be ready to move.
Just put demonic circles where you plan on going for Vortex.
5, 4.
Right, just be aware I'm in boomer
2,
gear because I'm taking both,
1.
so just be aware. Oh, you're... Alright.
You want me to lust?
Yeah, just send lust early. Alright, melee, start spreading.
Spread.
Casters, make sure you're spread.
Delight in the pain.
Dispelled.
My pet's got that one in the middle.
Spawn.
Powered vortex spread now.
Someone needs a pet on the right.
I'll give
If
up.
it doesn't come, it's
Spread.
Alright, it's coming, so just stay spread.
For the power of the orb.
Okay. You can come in, it's on Talodrum. Casters, you're stacking.
In the pain.
And if it's targeting you, you just move further away.
Whoa.
Wait, why did it come from behind him?
Spawn.
Was that an orb blew up? Or what was that?
Yeah, Ball of Inferno.
Orb.
Big ball of fire.
Yeah, that was the one we're supposed to soak, but it looked like it came from the wrong direction.
It came like this.
It comes from the boss.
I know, it looked like it came from the door. That's what I'm saying, it looked like it came
boss.
from the wrong direction.
I mean, I saw it go from the boss out, so I don't know. Yeah, if you're on the platform, just run back. The aggro radius is pretty big, so...
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to get to my location with like the boss being a little bit on the right, but I guess I just have to leave earlier or something.
Yeah, just leave earlier, it's okay. It's not like a situation where it's ever a rush. Like, you just... Like, you're gonna have, like, full DPS uptime outside of this first guy, so...
I don't think he casts it right away either. Like, the timer, like, ends and then, like, a few seconds pass and then he starts casting it.
Yeah.
So you have kind of extra time.
Yeah, I think it's just... You know, it's just good to be comfortable with it.
Get
Like,
out
if you're
early,
far,
yeah.
you just leave early. If you're close, you don't have to leave as early, you know? I mean, that was obviously like a million times better. We didn't have any issues until,
Yeah, we got past the first 10 seconds of the fight.
Well,
Yeah,
what
progress.
actually, like, how are we supposed to, I don't know, like, people can't be near the ball, or what?
No,
It has to
everybody has
pass
to
through
be in the
people.
way. What probably happened is the ball blew up onto somebody without having passed through people.
The ball was targeting me, though, and it spawned on the other side of the room, and then everybody blew up.
According to Fudge, it is targeting Switchy, which makes sense because Switchy was the first to die.
Oh, then maybe it retargeted...
Yeah, and I think
afterward?
everybody just... So
Yeah.
basically, when it hits that person, it blows up in an AoE, right?
Okay, yeah, I guess it just hit somebody else and then retargeted me.
As soon as the second shock vortex goes, move. Range.
Yeah,
like,
it
just
came
get in.
out really fast after. I think we just didn't expect
Yeah.
it to.
Sometimes you
happen
get
so
one,
fast.
sometimes you get two. It's just, like... there's a little bit of RNG to the pattern, but...
There
yeah,
will never
pretty
be more
much-
than 2, though, so...
Yeah. If there's ever a second one, you just instantly stack. Or if you like see the timer and you know there's never going to be a second one, that's fine. That one was kind of weird because he started casting it in unempowered. So I don't know if that's just...
Maybe we should drop demonic circles at the stack position, since we can just
Sure.
like walk out at the.
I mean, that makes it easier, yeah. It's probably a good idea. To do it in reverse instead of...
Yeah, it's not like a race, so we can just walk out for shock vortex.
Alright, summon Callan, I guess. But better. As I said, like that, the empowered shark vortex is actually like 80% of the fight. So, like, if we just handle that, we'll be fine. The fireballs should be easy as long as, like, for example, this was a full fireball it hit for 50k, right? It gets reduced by 10% per person that it goes to, so like, it should pass through at least like 7 to 8 people, and then it's gonna go down to like, you know, 10k damage. It'd be very manageable. But as I said, you know, just when it targets you, you just move to the back of the room and make sure you're in line so that it passes through the range group. Oh, did brother have to go for?
No, he says something came up. He has to leave.
Okay. Vu, you can swap to warrior after this one. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's too far away. Blood will flow.
Spread.
Now.
Spread.
Runneth over.
There it is.
Delight in the pain.
Everybody just watch your stacks. Oh, we had a bomb hit, huh?
Spawn.
Yeah, kinetic bomb.
Spread.
Power shock vortex spread.
Switch.
Wondrous power. The
Alright.
dark fallen orb.
Is that with the one that Fizzy's tanking?
Will flow.
Watch your step.
Oh, we're gonna die though.
Stack high.
Oh, okay.
Spawn.
Runneth over. Has found death.
Is Kalsef counterspellable?
No.
Okay.
Worm food.
Is it RNG how many kinetic bombs there are?
I think it's up to like 3 or 4.
It's 3.
Okay.
I didn't even see
So,
it.
so that's.
I wouldn't
just
say it's up to 5, but
I mean, in any case, we should have enough pets for all of them.
and as far as I know, they do not spawn on the stage. They're only on left and right.
I've seen them spawn on this stage.
They spawn on the stage.
But in any case, we should be able to get pets on
You just
all
put
of them.
pets on them.
Yeah, we just dropped the ball on it. No pun intended.
Naxanar was merely a setback.
I mean, you just have to watch for it. Like we just literally can't have the first one hit. You know.
Have his vengeance.
Shouldn't have any hit the entire fight, of course. So. But that seemed a lot easier for like Keliseth and like tanking wise.
Whoever's up in that,
I got food for you. At least.
whoever's up in that front right corner, I'm gonna tuck all the way in, so like, use that space.
Could have killed it if we had 25 people and we were horde.
And yeah, Abunga, I think brother just had an emergency. It wasn't like related to a raid he was hosting or anything.
Let's just say, if he was getting Shadowmourne, he would still be here, okay, motherfuckers? Let's be honest. If he knew a DV was gonna drop, he would be here.
Let's get our buffs and go.
It's too far away.
Yeah, let's just focus more on the mechanics. Don't let orbs hit. Don't die. You know, play clean, and the boss will die. We'll get more and more damage in every time, but just try to be really conservative. I got armor pin food.
Oh, you don't know Warrior, man.
Bro, brother traded those to me, dude. I got scammed.
5,
You want to have a
4,
perfect amount for
3,
jump racks?
2, 1.
Yeah.
I can't cast that yet.
There's a chance he was using it for that exact amount, right?
That's true.
Warriors are weird fucking class, bro. Alright, get ready to
Kinetic
spread.
bombs.
Spread.
Runneth over.
There it is.
There's a one way in the back. Trying to get my pet to it, but it's not going.
Delight
There we
in
go.
the pain.
Potentially another one soon. Spread.
Gonna DK Thunder Pet in the back one maybe.
Spawn.
Just in case it comes.
Spread.
There it is.
Switch.
Tremble before Tal'Daram mortals, for the power of the
Alright,
elf
fireballs,
flows
range stack.
through me.
Orb.
Here it comes.
Delight in the pain.
Spawn.
Runneth over.
Oh, went on Fizzy.
That's pretty,
We got hit by a vortex.
Beg for mercy.
Orb.
Okay, we're still doing fine. Just keep these kinetic bombs down. Shock vortex is on near us again. We just have to move. Oh, the one on the right hit.
On the right hit, yeah.
Stack high. Stack high. Switch. Watch your step.
Alright, it's just gonna hit Fizzy hard here.
In the pain. Were you ever a threat?
Sign die. Yeah, better.
Do we want Fizzy in the range stack so we're soaking the orb there,
Yeah,
or is
Fizzy,
he just gonna...
Fizzy, you should be kind of on that side. I mean,
You
he's
got it
kind of in the right
twice.
spot, right?
Yeah, no, he was in the right spot, it's just the fire orb targeted him twice, so, like, none of us were in the way.
Okay.
In the way.
So for the following, I don't know. It seemed like I think it was the second shock vortex. Like the positioning was completely different, and I just found a random spot to go to that was safe. But seemed like people were just hogging up the area where I'm supposed to be soaking, or just like the general vicinity.
They try not to get greedy for it. Just as I said, that's the only time in the fight where your uptime's just gonna suck balls. And as melee, as melee, this fight is fucking awful because no matter what happens, you're gonna have to run across to the other dude, to the caster and stuff like that. There's gonna be times in the fight where you just have to stand still to drop your stacks, things like that, right?
Oh yeah, no, I was just there was like on the platform there was just a bunch of healers and casters, and it's hard for me to find a spot to.
Do you want me to pull the boss more to the range stack, you said?
Yeah, kind of like on the opposite side of the range stack, I think.
Opposite meaning...
Like...
just on the left side of the room. That's all.
Okay.
You just need to be in a position so that if you get targeted by the ball, you can just
It'll
run
go
it.
through the range.
It'll go
So
through
where
the range
Troy's
stack.
jumping probably rather than as far out as you
you
were.
don't have to be like necessarily instantly behind them, but you should be in a position so that you can get behind them.
Yeah, okay.
And truthfully, like, you don't need that many people to even hit that orb for you.
It's like 10% per person
You
that
think
passes.
the first
I
one
just
was
soaked
like
it.
barely anyone soaked it, and he
Yeah.
tanked it fine.
It hits for 50k max, and he's a tank, and he's running like resistances. It's gonna hit him
I
for
also
like
mark skinned and survival
Yeah.
instincts there because I was scared.
yeah. I mean, it'll probably hit him for like 30k, 35k. So it's not gonna be the end of the world if it just hits a ball at him. I would just take the boss like here. Let me.
Okay, yeah, around here.
Like here is okay, and then just
That's
like
where I took it before.
if the ball hits you, you just move this direction. That's all.
Okay.
And it should be fine. said, I'm not necessarily worried about you getting gibbed by it, so. That was good. Just need to, you know, stay disciplined. Make sure we try to get like powered shields on the melee before a vortex. Priority over ranged, because the melee tend to, I think, outrange healers. We could potentially move like the Resto Druid closer up on the platform. Maybe.
There is no Resto Druid.
We're full healing.
Oh, we're 4 healing right now.
We're full healing. It's
okay.
been fine.
It's fine. Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily an issue with that. I mean, the stuff we're dying to are literally bombs hitting and stuff like that, so.
Also, guys, remember you want to stand still as much as possible because there's that buff stacking up on a lot of you. That
yeah, it only deals damage when you move too. So, like, if you get a lot of stacks, just stay still.
So he still casts Shock Blast even if he's not empowered. It's the empowered one that everyone has to spread.
Yeah,
so like if we
normal
get
the normal one just goes on a random person.
And we just fuck off someone.
You want to just move out of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a ground effect.
Oh, it's a ground effect?
Yeah, it's a ground effect. It's like a bomb that shows up on the ground.
Full time / PvP.
Like a big white circle.
Okay. I did earlier, I thought.
You're good.
I mean, heck, commanding.
So.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blood will flow.
Pull it a hair down.
Spread.
Spread.
Callan, get off the
Way in back
platform.
again. Need a DK or something to send a ghoul at it.
Spread for Vortex. It's coming soon.
Spawn. Spread.
Got
Switch.
that far left one.
The dark fallen orbs will flow.
Alright, it's on Fizzy's dude.
I didn't.
Yeah, you just did you have things on you?
No, I didn't pop burst.
Okay. Like, yeah, I mean, just the second yours gets pissed, you just need to just hit everything basically. It's only pissed for like 40 seconds, and it's gonna start hitting you really hard. There's no raid damage. It's just all healing you.
It's a lot of damage. It's 55k per Shadow Bolt.
He must not have had.
I wasn't
stacks.
running defensive. This is my bad.
Did you have stacks of?
You need minimum 3 stacks of the orbs.
Yeah, the orbs reduce shadow damage you take.
Yeah. Like one's spawned like on the opposite side. Do I go for it or?
Yeah, you run over and fairy
okay,
fire it
yeah,
or
okay,
moon
if you
fire
just
it,
run around.
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean your guy's probably is just gonna move with you, so.
All right.
I think it's really important for you to just try to get the first one that spawns. Because one of the problems is that if it empowers second, it's a little difficult. But yeah, the second your guy empowers, just send cooldowns. Because the healers, it will probably take them a little bit of time to adjust.
Can we get a Shadow AM as soon as that one empowers?
Yeah, we probably can. Pargo, you just want to send yours as soon as that one gets
I've been
pissed?
sitting on fire, switch the shit on the Shadow. So
Okay.
I was gonna fire AM for the fireball guy.
I don't even know if it's resistible. It doesn't even look like you're resisting, are you?
It should be 20% at minimum. Off the
Check your
table.
death log. Just to see. I mean, it doesn't matter.
I absorbed 10k of that.
Yeah, you
Wasn't
just gotta make
resisted.
sure. You just gotta make sure you get stacks from the
Yeah.
nuclei. Bro, we're 23 manning. A 5th healer is fine. Fucking shock, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we could literally get in like weak unit and Grim just to have people.
I mean, it's okay to 6 heal this fight. There's no DPS race.
Where carry?
What up, man?
Carry earlier.
Yeah, brother had like a emergency or something, I think. I'm not sure. He had to dip all of a sudden. I hope everything's good.
Resto Druid would be great here. It's really good.
You want me to swap?
No, we need Moonkin.
You can hear everything, right? Like the comms and all that shit. I'm supposed to be recording comms and all that. And I have to change like audio controller settings and shit in OBS every day when I get on.
3, 2, 1.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Oh fuck, alright.
Blood will flow. Worm food.
Make sure you trick me good if you're doing Blade Flurry on that mob, because I'm
Bomb's on the right.
barely hitting it.
Behind you, Troy.
Vortex.
I'm putting my pen on it.
Cool.
If you get a chance, you can battle res him.
Spawn.
I'll get this one.
Red.
Switch.
Never mind, we're good, we're good. Alright, caster stack.
4.
We gotta move a little bit for melee.
Spawn.
I run that way.
No, let's go ahead.
We gotta keep pets on the bombs.
That's just a bomb hit the floor?
Yeah, that was back-to-back bombs hitting the floor.
Watch your step.
They both had pets on them.
The one in the far right, like that second one that spawned hit, and then there was one right next to us that hit, it looked like.
Let's
It's far right on like right next to the door.
I think it's because they disappear and then like respawn.
Yeah, they despawn and new ones spawn. Like, you just have to be constantly looking for them.
Can we just like pay a lot
Is there?
of
Do they get
attention to them?
marked?
Like, can we?
No, I
Well,
don't
can we
think
just
so.
shoot them? Like, the pet thing is cool, but can we just spend more time in the fight?
Well, we're
every-
stacking in that phase, so it just... I mean, technically, Troy, you could just stay over there and just disperse if the fireball hits you, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, generally we should...
Kind of has to be on everyone because the room is just so big. For
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pets are plenty. It's probably just somebody either had their pet macroed to do something else, or they despawned and respawned. I haven't seen anybody having any issues with pets actually keeping them down.
How much do you have to hit it for it to go up? Like, can
You
I
just have to hit
1K.
it like
Just
once.
an icy touch would work.
Yeah,
any
it's just
one
1K.
damage.
It's just a
Or is it
strike.
okay?
Just any like full damage. It can't be periodic damage or anything.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would just paint all of them and it would be fine. But you can't do that.
Yeah. I try to count the ones that are on the platform.
Can I get a res or?
I tried the resi, it doesn't go through.
Can I get a summon?
Yeah, sun's going up.
Can you not get decimation procs off the other two that aren't active?
I don't know. I'll find out.
Seems busted if you.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't really think to check. I'll check this.
Yeah, I guess we just have to be really vocal if we have, you know, if there's an orb up and say like I got it or whatever.
I mean, generally
orbs.
there should mostly be like basically like 1 or 2 warlocks on the right side, 1 or 2 warlocks on the left side, and you just say,
Yeah.
you know.
And if there's an emergency, Skrunk's Pet's the best since it's the fastest as well.
Honestly, do you gain anything from having Fell Hunter versus Imp out? If it's going to be on the orb the whole time?
No.
So you should probably pull Imp so there's not as much runtime.
Well, if they come out of phase shift for whatever reason, they'll get fucked.
Yeah, I think they'll die.
Oh.
Imps will die.
Yeah. I mean, the Fell Hunters do a good job. It's just that, you know, they're melee.
Yeah, but like it just won't hit the ground because the second they get to the ground, it's gonna melee them.
Yep.
And the Imp may go back to the Warlock if it gets out of range of the target.
Yeah, just stick with Fell Hunters. That's what I see everybody else do.
Can the few of us with the outdated Foji version with the fix for everyone yelling this go download the new one that changes that? It was myself included, but there's a few more.
I can probably link the fix one real quick.
It's hard for me to see it when I'm standing in the range stack and like 12 yells all go off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send the Foji resources. It takes a second.
Yeah, it's just the version from 7 o'clock last night.
Yeah. Let's do a poll and then you guys can fix it afterwards.
YOLO.
Pull 10 up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's still recharging. Blood will flow.
Oh my god, you can.
Alright, start spreading.
Spawn.
Bomb. Back
I
left.
cleaved this nucleus, by the way. Busy, so if you want, you gotta.
Spread.
Good.
Spawn.
New one in 5 seconds. Go ahead and spread just in case it comes.
Switch.
Alright, didn't come. We're intelligent. We'll just move it a tiny bit.
Blood will flow.
I'm going back to the right.
Stack high. Stack high.
Conjured fire. It's gonna target somebody.
Delight in the pain.
Oh, you gotta run. You gotta run backwards when it's on you.
Oh, because the actual, when it hits you, it'll always do an AoE.
When it hits you, it does a huge AoE, and it will hit you before it triggers. It counts as an absorb from them.
Run.
My bad.
No,
I didn't know that either.
Switch.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's what happened the first time when it blew up on Switch. Is it just blew up and AoE'd everybody? But the AoE will trigger before the damage reduction for passing through people. Basically, that's why you have to run to the back of the room if it picks you, and you should run in a line so that like you would be standing where Chalk is, right? So that the fireball passes through all those people. And I need to be better at basically when that guy gets impatward, I'm gonna be back